Ladies and gentlemen, we are now live on Facebook and YouTube. Come on, the Hoop Celtic. You're all certainly welcome to the channel. Myself here, Keith, talking about Celtic tonight, going forward as the team progress. What a result today. What a result. Fair play to the boys. 3-1 win at the Tony Macaroni Stadium. What a performance. But please comment on the channel. Get your say in if you were at the game, or you're watching the game at home, or you're in the boozer. Welcome to everyone on Facebook on Come On The Hoop Celtic and Celtic_1888 group as well. So you're all tuning in. Let me know what you think. That's the headline tonight. Will Celtic go unbeaten for the rest of the season? 8 games left in the league. It's for me to ask you that question. We have 2 big derbies to play as well, but look at that mentality today of the team. Why not? Why not? So I know people are gonna say it's a bit too early to be asking that stuff, Keith, but you know what? No harm. You gotta believe. You gotta have a bit of faith. So I said I'd pop on. Let me know how the sound is as well, because I'm using it on the desktop. How you keeping, Brendan? Hope you're well. Tell us where you are tuning in from. If it's America or Australia, New Zealand, Scotland, Ireland, let me know. And if you can all do me a favour as well, if you can all subscribe to the YouTube channel as well. So all my Facebook followers, jump over to Come On The Hoop Celtic after this. I'll put the link in, and if you can subscribe to the channel. We're absolutely flying it since the start of the year as well. We're on the way to 11k. How's it going? And good morning, Australia. Good morning, Australia. Hope you're well, Maureen. Yeah, so I just want to ask you straight, who was your outstanding performer today? Who blew it out of your mind? Who was the one that was like, Jesus, he was outstanding? Because I have to say, it's a hard one to say. It really is. Like, I thought Jamesy Forrest had a storm of a game. Thought Jota had a really good game. You know, Starfelt was outstanding. Starfelt really played well. You know, we gave away a City goal, but look, at least we didn't drop points. We went there, scored 3 goals against a really good Livingston team that are 4th in the league. You're like, really good team. So, you know, at the end of the day, Joe Hart pulled off some cracking saves as well. You know, that save towards the end of the first half, what a cracking save. What a cracking save from that header. Unbelievable. El Joe boy. What's going on in Toronto? Hope you're well. Go Leafs go, as they say. How's it going? I said I'd come on tonight and have a chat with you all. Starfelt was your man in the match. You'd be contention, yeah, definitely. You know, I thought Taylor played well. Thought Taylor had a really good game today. You know, Ralston done well. And Jack and Marcus, when he came on, you know, bossed it. But the question I'm going to say to you is, obviously we have 8 days off until Dundee United at Tannadice in the Cup. Do you play Moyeda? Do you start with Moyeda? Or do you go with Jack and Marcus? Who'd you go for? I know I'm kind of thinking so far ahead, but you know, it's got to take every game as it comes. You know, Livy's done and dusted now. We got to look forward to the future. So, yeah. Watching from Livy. You must be still outside the stadium, are you, celebrating? Who was your man in the match? My man in the match, to be out straight, which is, I thought Beaton was my man in the match. I know people are going to like, what? Sailed the ship. You know, sailed the ship. Got stuck in. Didn't act the bollocks. Done the job. Passing was slick. I'm happy with that. I was happy with Near Beaton's performance today. You know, as I said on the channel all week, if you are tuning in, I said Beaton had to start against Livy. And people were like, nah. But definitely, I thought Beaton done a decent job, and he had to be my man in the match. Thought McGregor played well. You can see there's more, like, McGregor is better of a threat when he got pushing forward than holding that position. And there's 1 year left in Near Beaton's contract. Like, there's 1 year left in, like, Julien's contract as well. There's a few players that have 1 year left, but James is one of them as well. I still believe with James Forrest, you know, I still think this is maybe his last season, unless he gets these string of games together, starts getting a goal or two and providing an assist, and keeps himself fully fit until the end of the season. It might be contention going next season, be a part of Ange's plans. Look, at James, he's a cracking player when he's on it. And I thought today he was outstanding. He really was outstanding. He actually had a plan in his head. He didn't literally decide last minute, like, oh, what will we do next? Took players on, got some decent crosses into the box, and his goal was lovely. His goal was lovely, you know. Yeah, beat on Ralston. We needed that physicality against Livy. That's it. 100% agree with you. If we play like that to the end of the season, we'll win the league. That's it. But can we go unbeaten though? Like, realistically, there's 8 games left. We only have to win 7 more games out of 8 to win the league, because we're 3 points ahead, and we have a superior goal difference as well. So, okay, what a result today. I was absolutely buzzing after it. You know, watching on the telly. I know I wasn't at the game. Watching the telly and hearing that coming through, all the fans singing, "This is the day when we win away," and getting down on Rangers, the top of the world. But yeah, unbelievable, because I think there was a bit of anxiety kicking in about this game for weeks, and especially from myself on this channel. I've been dreading this game for a long time. I was the Livy game more than any other derby, but or any other game. I was just saying, talking about derbies around the corner, but I really was dreading it, and we got together. As I said, this season it's just been something special about the team. Like, you know, coming back, you know, winning 2 games with 10 men down, you know, winning the last derby game, getting fresh players in, a new coach, the fans are back in the stadium. It's just written there to be won. You know, it's just written there to take the league back, and I really believe it. And I know people were literally the Champions League spot in Scottish football was in jeopardy at the start of last week because of Scottish coefficient went down. Now we're still in the top 10 in UEFA rankings. So what I was trying to say to the majority of people that weren't tuning in on Friday afternoon, because of Russia being banned from UEFA and FIFA competitions, and look, I don't wish any war on any people, and look, my thoughts are with the Ukrainian people at this time. You know, we're not going to talk about politics and stuff on the page tonight, but because Russia is banned and then Serbia doing well in their doing well in Europe, their coefficient has gone up. So if Celtic won the league, they would have been on the verge of not getting all of qualification. It would have been a playoff round. So with Russia being banned, Celtic are guaranteed that they will still finish in the top 10 of the coefficients going into next season for the Champions League qualification. I know everybody were saying, well, that was meant to be the way anyway. But as I said, when teams during the year, the coefficient go, if teams are losing in Conference League, coefficient is affected. But anyways, forget about it. It's a great win today. It's a big win today. How's it going, Mikey? What's the story? How are you getting on, Lee? Hope you're well. As I said, folks, do us a favour. If you're on Facebook, share it. If you're on YouTube, give it a wee share, please. As I said, the more subs, the better. I'm not everybody's cup of tea. I know that. I can't keep every Celtic fan liking me stuff. Look, it is what it is. Confident beating them, and I'm more than confident. I'm more than confident because, to be honest with you, like, they didn't have a plan against us. I know Ibrox is going to be a different place, a different game ball, but like, where's this magnificent Aaron Ramsey that they're bringing in? And look at where is he to be seen? Where has he been to seen? Like, where is he? So yeah, kick-off was at 8 a.m. in Florida. Worth getting up for. What a win. Oh, definitely. In Ange. As I said on the channel, folks, I done a video on this about 3.5 months ago. I was like, will Ange get the contract? Would he get the rolling contract? It looks like with these Sydney Super Cup fixtures, Ange will be there. Ange will be there next season. And there was no, I think after winning the League Cup, there was no doubt about it. You know, he's had to come in and rebuilding the squad. You can't rebuild a team and let the man go in the space of a season. He always gets it right in the second season anywhere he's been. It was Brisbane, it was Melbourne, it was Yokohama. You know, even with the Socceroos, Ange is the man. And the vibes he gives, it's just the way he lifts the team. Look at, he hasn't got everything right. And he put his hand up and he admitted he got it wrong. For example, he should have played Kyogo in the centre against Rangers at the start of the season. He put his hand up and admitted that. And that's what I like about Ange. He's honest. Not like what Neil was. Neil Lennon was stubborn. And just literally, as much as I liked Lenny as a footballer, and I didn't like him as a coach, it's just that last season, he just literally threw all his players under the bus. Under the bus. And if we do win this league, Jesus Christ, the pain of last season will be completely gone in my head. I won't think about it anymore. It'll be gone. Yes, there may be once in a blue moon think about, but just think about the way we've came back, the way this squad has been built. You know, the players that are coming in. Like, you go look back at pictures of last season, the crop of players that we had. You know, Christie's are gone, Edwards are gone, Oyer's gone. You know, they've all moved on. You got to see the likes of Anthony Ralston coming in and being a brand new player. You know, Ralston's like a new son himself. Like, so yeah. Starfelt has been. I think Starfelt at this rate, you know, like he really is fight. He really has that cemented his place as that centre back partnership with Carter Vickers. And let's just get this right. Let's just get the Carter Vickers deal over the line in the summer. Let's just talk in the background with Spurs. Let's get this deal done and dusted, because he definitely does. You know, stepping up, he's starting to get bored. Well, you always what's to get bored about? Talking about Celtic, so one hand on already in the Premiership trophy. I wouldn't say one hand already on it. Like, you know, at the end of the day, we have really tough fixtures coming up. We have the split fixtures as well. We have Ross County as well to play next in the league, and Ross County are not a pushover. Every team is going to be parking the bus, and you know what? We got through Livy today. We scored 3 goals, and it's to even say, wow, we scored 3 goals against Livy. It's a big team, because Livy are a really good defensive team, and we've done it. And I'm proud of the squad, proud of the team, proud of the formation today. It just turned out right, and it could have been more. It could have been 5 or 6, only for their keeper. You know, it could have been. As I said, the only complaint about today was the way we gave away the goal straight after the kickoff. That was the only complaint about today. It was sloppy defending, and that really needs to be nipped in the bud, because I've been saying it, and look, if teams concede goals, it's no team's perfect, simple as that. But the way we gave it away was just ridiculous. It really was ridiculous. Carter Vickers, future captain, perhaps. You know, he puts his head down. He's not really a social media person. You know, he's done a couple of interviews and stuff. I just think he's a leader on that pitch, and he looked like one today, even taking the ball forward, winning a few fouls in their half. He's something special, and we need to get this going to permanent. He seems settled at Celtic. He's went through 7 clubs, as far as I know. 7 clubs, and he's only 24. That's madness. That's absolute madness. I know they were all loan moves, like Luton, Swansea, Bournemouth and stuff like that, but that's like, next game is the next time we play them is the 3rd of April, so we're hoping we'll have Kyogo back for that as well, big time. 2 years ago it would be like Livy easy win, but so much of a better side. That's it. You know, we've like, I wouldn't say an easy win, because we didn't win there since 2007, so it was never an easy win, you know, and they're always been a dodgy team. But we beat Hibs at Easter Road this season. That we didn't do that since 2013. We beat Livy in the Macaroni today. So things are going the right direction. They are going the right direction. We've lost a few games this season. Like, come on, every team loses. We've dropped a few points, and we've been annoyed about it. But people were writing Ange off at the end of September when we dropped points to Dundee United at home. The media were writing him off. And as he said, he came out in the meeting and said, well, he wrote me off. I thought it was gone by Christmas, mate. So he's like, things are going in the right direction. Hopefully Carter Vickers carried away on. He is now fantastic. He's, you know, as I said this on the channel, folks, and I keep saying this again, if it was between Jota or Carter Vickers to sign, I know we want both. I'll go for Carter Vickers. I've been saying this for 7 weeks now. Carter Vickers is the answer. It's the answer at the centre back. The shit that we had last season, look at how much difference. The goal, like, even, you know, defending set pieces, yes, we're still leaking goals there and then, but, you know, like, Carter Vickers is the answer. And I still really believe that we should go out in the summer and buy another centre back, because having the thought, as much as I think Starfelt is after coming onto his game, is Starfelt a European defender? Like, I mean, Europa League, Champions League defender. And that's my worry about Starfelt. But you have to give him the credit where it's due. Domestically, he's getting it together. He really is getting it together. And fair fucks to him, he really is. And the start of the season, he was putting the deep end against Hearts, and obviously, and then a couple of games later, he just didn't look right. But he's got it right. He's got it right, and we give him the marks. It's, as I said, we don't know what goes on in the background of Lennoxtown, and there's a lot of practice being put in, and that's just down to the trust of players around you as well, and the philosophy of football. Yes, he's not great at taking the ball up and bringing it past the line like the way Ira was, but look, he deserves a tap in the back today. He's a contender for being man of the match. It was a massive result today, a massive result. As I said, I was dreading it last night, absolutely nervous as hell, but we got there, and I'm delighted for Maeda, because the people that were slating Maeda on Wednesday night, where are you? Like, as I said last night in the channel, if you want league winners, you gotta back every single player that we have in the squad, even if it's a Mikey Johnson or Craig Taylor. We're at the business end of the season. Let's stop slating players for what they do wrong. Let's believe in them. Let's go out there and believe in them. At the end of the day, if they have a bad game, hope for a better game the next game. There's no point getting on their backs, because look, at the end of the day, everyone has bad days, and they're human beings. So I think getting away from, like, I still think we're very critical when it comes to players being off, and it's like it stays in your back of your head when you have that one bad performance, like I just said there about Starfelt against Hearts at the start of the season. Let's just try forget about that stuff. Let's think about all the good performances they done. I remember going to the Werner Varus game on the Tuesday, and Starfelt, when I was at the game, he was unbelievable. He was absolutely class. He won everything in the air. There was no problem with him. Maeda's work rate, that's it. And I can't wait to see Kyogo and Maeda linking together. If it's Maeda on the left and Kyogo in the middle, I just, there's something special going on. Like, at the end of the day, if we do lose Jota in the summer, he can be replaced. Players can be replaced, and I thought he played well today. Jota really played well, but Maeda, like, people need to lay off him. And as I said, this guy's after playing a full season in Japan, coming into Celtic straight away. Didn't get that 2 or 3 weeks rest, so getting it together. I'm delighted for him. I really am delighted for him. There was a spell in the end towards the end of the first half, and he ran over to the right hand side and won Celtic a throw in, getting stuck in. Like, that work rate is class. How's it going, Aidan? Hope you're well. Thanks very much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. The 73 people tuned in. As I said, folks, there's a link here. It's going to be sent on the YouTube and the Facebook. Please press that link there. That's the channel for YouTube if you haven't subscribed. So there's a massive 10,000 followers on the old hate to admit it, but thoughts of we will drop points today. To be honest, if we drop points today, you're expecting now to massive pressure to get this Glasgow derby right and not dropping any more points for the rest of the season. But I don't think we will drop any more points. It's the teams down the bottom, which with the final string of games we have to play before the split, we have to worry about. We still have to play St Johnstone, still have to play Ross County. These teams are hard teams because they're all fighting for the lives, majority of them. But Maeda gives us 100%. That performance has been missing. It's been missing for the last 6 to 7 games. And I completely agree with you, Stephanie. It really has. Like, it's just, I think since we got top of the league prior to today, there was that level of performance hasn't been there from that crop of players. Regardless who's starting or not, has not been there. I think they were just getting comfortable. And look at, we're in cruise control now. 3 points ahead. Show character today. They played yesterday. They got that lucky 1-0. And if we got a lucky 1-0 today, I still would have been bragging to the hills that we're 3 points ahead. So, look, it was a fantastic performance. I'd say it's one of the best performances this season probably in the top 4 performances this season, perhaps. You know, because as I said, we were against all odds today. We haven't won at Livingston since 2007. We went there against a 4th place team, and we had a great game plan. Got stuck in. You know, Jota ran amok, Maeda ran amok, James Forrest ran amok. You know, the front three were class. Even when he changed it around, the midfield was just great. And Beaton, yeah, he was man of the match in my eyes. I thought he was man of the match. There was many candidates for man of the match today. You know, as I said, from Joe Hart pulled off some cracking saves. So, you know, and that's what we need. We need that kind of, you know, sharpness. You need that, you know, attention. And Joe Hart done it today. And there's a video going around on Facebook of him, like someone's recorded him, and she's at the back of the goal, or he's at the back of the goal. Don't really know. It was obviously shared, and he's there laughing because the fans are going bonkers, absolutely bonkers that we're winning 3-1. I stopped that. They weren't in the league. Yeah, they weren't in the league, but still doesn't matter. Like, at the end of the day, like, they came back in the league, in 2017. So, still 15 odd years, fair enough. It's done and dusted now. We can move on and take that going into next season, that we can go there. And, you know, the away form has improved massively under Ange. Massively. You know, we've been class on the road this season. At the start of the season, we weren't great. We've moved on. You know, I worry about the games where I was convinced we would win today. Look, I don't care what anyone says, being top of the league or not, we were like underdogs today because their record against us. But Joe Hart, what a signing has Joe Hart been. He's been up there. I still believe Joe Hart has been Ange's best signing. We can't say Carter Vickers because Carter Vickers is on loan. He's been the best permanent signing that we've got. People say Kyogo, yes, but it's all about consistency, and Hart is playing majority of games, and he's saved us in crucial games, and he's captained the team as well. So that's why I say Joe Hart has been the best signing under Ange so far, permanent signing. So look, maybe going out of the Conference League, it's been a blessing. It's been a blessing, as I got shit about it all the time. You know, I got shit about it when I said this 4 weeks ago that I'd rather was out of it and focus on the league. It's been a blessing because, you know, all these string of games in Europe takes a toll on the players. How's it going, Max? Hope you're well. Look at best game of the season. I don't know, like the Rangers result, the 3-0 Rangers result will be up there, the Hibs result will be up there, but today was special. There was something about it, like, even I know I wasn't at it, like majority is where at it, but there's something special about it today. It's just you can just feel that, you know what, it's our fucking league, and we can take this fucking league if we don't act the bollocks. And it just feels like that. Just feels like that. You could feel it from the fans, feel it with the crop of players, you know. And as I said, just take every game to cup final. You know, it's still a long way to go, folks. Still a long eight games, 8 domestic games. So as I said, I'm not gonna get too carried away about it. Just take Ross County on in a week's bit time, and let's see how we take from there. You know, the more this keeps counting down with the points racking up, anxiety will kick in. We're going into the derby on the 4th of April if we don't drop points before the international break. Bring it on. Bring it fucking on. We are top for a reason. Mentality. Believing. You know, them players that were there last season, like some McGregor, Beaton, Taylor in the squad, them type of players, you know, that were hurting from last season. They're starting to feel revenge, and revenge is winning matches of football and staying top of the league. That's the only way you can do it. And then obviously playing them and getting revenge on them, like the way we did on the 2nd of February. You know, told you last night Starfelt would come good. 100% you did say in the comments. You know. Get yourself a hobby. This hobby makes me money, but so that's more than a hobby. 10 in a row. Beautiful video last week, mate. Which one was that again? Which video was that many videos go out. We're going to be doing, as I said, I'm going to be doing a video on we're We're going to be in throwback players this week. I'm going to do a Roy Aitken one. I was meant to do that on Friday, but Roy Aitken will be done tomorrow night. So keep an eye on the YouTube channel. Just talk about his games for Celtic, his career at Celtic from 1975 up to 1990. Then obviously he moved on to Newcastle. He's 57 caps for Scotland. He's won goal for Scotland, playing in the 2 World Cups. Well, he got selected for 3 World Cups. He only played in 2 World Cups. So yeah. Cash cows, Army. No, I'll make it from sponsorship, not from subscribers. Brilliant today. We should have been more, as we said. Every game's got fun. That's it. Been saying that since October. You know, like you're only three defeats away from losing the jobs. You say in the Glasgow Fishbowl. Unfortunately, it didn't happen like that last season for Lenny. But I wouldn't wish anyone to lose a job. But last season was hard. But this season's been special. It's just been special, as I said. If we can take this league title with 1 cup already in the bag before Christmas, which we've done it. It'd be something else. It'd be one of the best, you know. And there's a Scottish Cup to compete for as well, like, so. Gives me the butterflies talking about it, folks. You know, I'm not trying to be a glory hunter in any way. I'm just ambitious, just simply ambitious. You know, we have the crop of players there. We're top of the league. You know, the teams we played. So there's no harm being ambitious. But as I said, can't take any team for granted in this league. So fucking yeah, that's it, Richie boy. What's this about BBC Scotland? If we beat Ross County on the 19th of March, we will effectively be 7 points clear with a goal difference before the Huns play Dundee the next day. And are they playing in Europe, aren't they? They were playing in Europe as well, so they're playing a decent Belgrade, so as far as I know. So, that's it. What's your thoughts on Jordan Larson and transfers? Look at. I put the question out the other day to Celtic fans. Would they take him? Even if it's a loan move, would they take him? At the end of the day, he's a good little footballer. He could play for Celtic, but the problem with Jordan Larson is there's too many people that will turn on him if his form's not right. And that will compare him to the guy that wore this jersey. Scored nearly 40. I think he scored 40 odd goals one season. So yeah. Now look at I've seen Jordan play. Obviously, watched all the YouTube clips when he played for Helsingborg and when he's at the playing at Spartak Moscow, and he's not like he plays on the left and then he can play up front. I just, you know, he's a good player, but I just think a lot of people would be against him. I agree with you. Overpriced. As I said, there'll be a comparison there all the time if he doesn't get the form right. How's it going, Richie? Would you prefer Rangers to win Europa League over winning? They're not going to win the Europa League. To be honest with you, they're not going to win the Europa League. Let them go for a run in Europe, and while we're focusing on the biggest final here. Every league game is a cup final, so let them do what they want to do. At the end of the day, they're behind us anyway. We'll welcome the chase, and we'll beat them on the 3rd of April, and then we'll beat them in the Celtic Park fixture as well. So, you know what? Let them do what they want in Europe. It doesn't really bother me. It's a distraction for them. Their legs are going to be tired, and they think they're good enough to win it. They're not good enough to win the Europa League. They may get to the last 4, but they're not going to win the Europa League. Definitely not. Do you think Celtic was signing a Japanese footballer? Yeah, they're looking at that guy that's on loan in Holland at the moment, as far as I remember. Itakuta. Let me see. Let me just get the old Google out. Is it Itakuta? He's on loan at Schalke. Apologies, I thought I said Holland. Yeah, he's on loan at Schalke at the moment. He's a centre back as well. He can play left back. Let's gonna have a look at his 7 caps for Japan. He's 25 years of age, 20 appearances, 2 goals. He's the defensive midfielder. So I think Itakura, not Kuda. Could be a chance. Don't care about the treble. Well, obviously, what if we win the league title? Win the league title and then we're still in the Scottish Cup. What are you going to be saying then? What are you going to be saying then? We're three games away from a Scottish Cup. 3 games away. So, okay. There's no harm in being ambitious, Adam. There's no harm being ambitious. If we don't do it, we don't do it. At least we got the League Cup. As I said, we're in cruise control now to win the league. So, let's see. Let's see. But I understand where you're coming from. Like, it won't be the end of the world if we don't win the Scottish Cup. But same time, we're in contention to win it. We're out of Europe. We're top of the league as well. So why not? Why not? You know, there's a good enough squad there. We've Kyogo to come back. We've David Turnbull to come back as well. So why not? That's it. Of course, the league's the priority. The league has always been the bread and butter. 100%. I wouldn't disagree to that. Like, if we do the league, it will be probably one of the best seasons of Celtic's history, considering the rebuild. 100%. 100%, you know. Look, after 50 games this season, did anyone really believe we would be here? No. I didn't think we would be here. I did not think we'd be here. To be brutally honest, I thought we would have been about 9 points behind by now. But look, we're here. We're playing good football. We've ended the jinx of Livingston. We've ended the Easter Road jinx. We've ended the Derby jinx. Top of the league, looking down. Did you ever see that video clip of the Empire State Building? The guy, the Celtic fan, he's like, can't see them, mate. You know, that's it. We win the league, even the treble. What a season. Ange could be a treble winning manager, you know. But look, let's forget about the Scottish Cup for the time being. As I said, I'm getting a bit overwhelmed, a bit excited tonight, you know. What a result. It's been unbelievable. What a year. We're a year ahead of plan. Well, at the end of the season, if we win the league, we will be a year ahead of plan. Yes, Adam, 100%. But let's just take these games as they come. You know, it's gonna get nervier, and it really is. Like, it's always nerves regardless when you watch Celtic. But it's the more the countdown kicks in, like it's just gonna get worse, especially the international break. If we're in contention, like if they drop points to Dundee, and then we win Ross County on the Saturday, Jesus Christ, 6 points. You know, I won't be cracking the champagne on 6 points. If they were to drop points for the international break, and then we play them at Ibrox, and it's 6 points in it, and then we beat them 9 points. Fucking hell, Jesus! You can only believe in football. That's all I can say. Never match 67 won it. Yeah, well, look, nothing will ever beat that iconic. Nothing will ever beat that iconic season. Them 5 trophies, you know. That team, that manager, you know, that fairy tale. It was just unbelievable. What a story. You know, keep the faith. Yeah, fucking sure, right? You know, put all your cards on the table. Fuck it. Why not? You know. Did I see you at the 9-Fine Irish bar in Las Vegas? No, I've never been to Sin City, but I'll maybe go soon. I would love to do the convention. Love to meet a few of you at the convention. We'll see. I don't care if Celtic win, lose, or draw against Dundee United in the final. Well, we're going to be winning. We're going to be winning that game in Tannadice. I would like them to. Well, we have 8 days. We have 8 days until then. So maybe he could make a few changes. He could bring the likes of Karamoka Dembele in. He could play Jamesy. You know, it could be a case that Giacomakis could play, rest Maeda. You know, case O'Reilly plays, Beaton plays, Tommy plays. Tommy was great today. Tommy had a really good game today. You know, not a lot of people are talking about Tommy Rogers, but Tommy Rogers had a really good game today. You know, they were all good. You know, all proud of them. Very proud of them. What impressed me today was the physicality we put. That's it. Like, Libby, like, people were moaning about the plastic pitch and this. Yes, like, when Celtic are not great playing on plastic pitches, but we've done it today. You got on with it. We won the league on plastic pitch against Kilmarnock. 3 times. 3 times against Kilmarnock. Did he have the plastic pitch when Petrov scored against them with the Black Magic jersey. Was that 2004? Did he have the plastic pitch then? Then obviously beating them. Then 2012. And then Scott Brown scoring against them as well. Scott Brown won the league at Rugby Park. So we need to stop moaning about these plastic pitches. Like, at the end of the day, they're not going to change them for anyone. You know, just get out there and just try win a game of football. Simple as that. You know. Play Gucci against Dundee United. Why not? Why not? Like, at the end of the day, like, there's a crop of players in there. Mikey Johnson might be in contention for Dundee United. I know some people are like, oh, that dreaded name, but he could be in contention. You know, you and Karamoko took some knocks there. He's been used to taking knocks in the league, and he did take some knocks on that pitch, but he's been good. Tommy's been a great servant for the club. You know, he just got better and better over this season. Really has. Good question. I like this question here. Preferably, I would like to see Mikey Johnson go on loan. As I've said this on the channel a few times, I think an 18-month loan for Mikey Johnson would suit him down, so we can really see is his value with this player if he's going to get better, because he's still only in his early 20s. I don't want to lose Dembele. Made it clear I don't want to lose Dembele. I think we need to give him another 1-year contract. You know, it's been unfortunate that he hasn't played much football this season, but I think Ange has plans for him anyway. So definitely not. Conor, what's the story? How are you keeping? You know. Oh, yeah, the grass bridge. Thanks for finding that. I just wanted to answer. When is David Turnbull back? David Turnbull is back. Meant to be back, hopefully, for the Dundee game. Hopefully. Get Brownie back as a coach. Now look at the whole Scott Brown thing. As I said on the channel, I love Brownie. We all love Brownie. What a player, what a captain, what a leader, you know. I think it's time. I think Brownie needs to go off, learn more of the trades, even if he gets a season at Hibs and stuff like that, or even goes off the MLS, gets his coaching badges right, and gets a bit of experience and managerial side of it, or even as a. I think it's. I don't want to bring him back already. I know, like, Gordon's track and bring Lenny back. That time we were going for 3 in a row. I just don't think it's time to bring Brownie back. Not yet. One day he will come back. Possibility. That pitch looked brutal. But Bones, see when Carter Vickers went down earlier on in the game, I was like, oh my god, his knees are probably getting burned out. Oh, that free kick. 20th of April. Was it the 20th of April 2007 against Kilmarnock? That stoppage time free kick. It just dipped into the left corner, you know. They couldn't live with the pace, Pat. I completely agree with you. They couldn't, you know, especially in the first 20 minutes when we hit them. Definitely. 100%. So folks, if you are on Facebook there, just subscribe to the channel. The regular YouTube people are floating the questions. It's very productive tonight in here, I have to say. I'm flowing along with it. Sometimes I do better on my own than when I have the lads with me. I just like to see what the lads say, you know. Do you think don't know, like, you asked me that on Wednesday night, I would have said yeah. I just think he had a really good game today. And let's see what happens. Like, you know, it's still only March. We have to get to the end of May, and then we'll ask the question, and the club will ask the question to Felipe. Does he want to be here in a permanent? Are Benfica ambitious to sell him? You know. Love Brownie. We need to focus on what Ange says and needs. Exactly. That's the right point. Like, yes, Brownie's a legend, but if he doesn't suit Ange's staff, you know, like, at the end of the day, it's what Ange wants. Like, Ange, there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes. They're bringing in, obviously, sports science guy. They're bringing in a data analyst guy as well. So, like, there's stuff going on in the background that people, they should get the credit for as well. As Ange mentioned, when he wins Manager of the Month, he always talks about his team, his background team, and that's vital. That's vital. You know, this man flew from Japan, took the job. We're all in our little craggy hour. The ones that didn't know who Ange was, the Australian guys did. We're all in a crazy hour that Eddie Howe didn't take the job. We all had a cry. I had a moan about it, saying the club wasn't ambitious. And this guy came in, and yes, he done his quarantine, and then he had to take the team, and he didn't get the full preparation for pre-season that he would have wanted. But look where we are now. It is unbelievable. So yeah. See, the only thing about this one is, Richie, you don't want this going like a Mohamed El Nussi where, he comes in the second season and he's not at the level he was at the first season. Jota, 12 goals. 12 goals, yes. Considering he was out for 6 weeks injured. So, I think he's had 9 assists. Let's see. Well, Maeda, obviously, he's coming in the summer anyway, on a permanent deal anyway. Did you say this the other night as well? Oh, we managed to bring him in. Well, that's it. Why? This is the question I want to ask people that are on the channel. Why are you not convinced with Maeda? This guy. I know it's 2 different leagues, 2 different comparisons, 2 different cultures of football, but he got the golden boot in Japan. He's done a job there. He can play on the left, play on the right, play up front. He's a workhorse. Give him time to settle, and the more goals he keeps putting in the back of the net, you have to start swinging the conversation the other way, swinging the opinion the other way. So. Fuck that. Sign Jota now. Give him the contract. Where's the pen? Can't even find a bleeding pen. We'll give him a permanent marker. You could spray signature on the walls. You can. He needs to put a shift in first third. Look it. Jesus Christ, give him a bleeding bit of time, folks. Hell. Did he do anything wrong today? Did Maeda do anything wrong today? Walked his socks off. Scored. Done a shift. Should Celtic sell David Turnbull? No, I think David Turnbull needs a bit. He's gonna find it hard to get back into that team with the likes of O'Reilly and Hatate and Carl and Rogic. But look at David Turnbull has some good attributes, and then you can hit a ball from outside the box and test the keeper. Not like some players don't do it anyway. But I just think David Turnbull. I go back to that time when we were when he failed his medical, and I was like, I don't want this guy. Like, who is this fucking guy? Like, then obviously didn't do any research on it. Typical. I know that Ange didn't do research, and the story of how he came back from his injury and played for Motherwell, and it's remarkable. And I still think he's going to be a cracking player for Celtic. I really believe David Turnbull. He's going to find it hard to get back into that team, big time. I don't think he's going to get into that Scotland team. The likes of McGinn and all, and McGregor. But look, it's no harm to have at your disposal. Competition, the healthier. That's it. You've said that before. I think still the best stats. Oh God. Liel Abad is a different class for his age. Yeah, he's only 20. He's just a cracking player, absolute cracking player, Liel. And it was a gamble. It was a gamble on him. Obviously, coming to the Israeli league, but the goals he scored in the Israeli league, some crackers from outside the box, like 35 yards out, rockets going in, but unbelievable. Sefco are sick. Leave Sefco to it. Like, as I said, there's no harm getting. There's what I'd say is, don't get too complacent, folks. We have 8 games to go in the league. We haven't sealed anything yet. As I said, Ross County is not going to be a pushover, and that's what my biggest problem is. I think being at home for these games, and if we're not winning by half time, it's going to cause panic and anxiety between the fans, as you seen the other night. Against St Mirren, we weren't great in the first half, and then we obviously got the goals. Then Carl Vickers got that goal, and then Callum got the goal. So that's the only thing I fear about the rest of the season. It's more the home games that I'm more worried about than the actual away games. I know that sounds a bit strange because away form, pushing against teams, it's been great. But at home, when you got a full house and you're drawing 0-0 and it's not going your way and you've had a few chances on target, you need to have that belief like what we had against Dundee United with the Abada thing. Just keep pushing and pushing and not give up. As Ange said, you don't give up to the last minute, Just keep running and running. Today was a big statement, 100%, Red, 100%. 8 games to go, 5 at home. And that's what I said, it's the home games as much as, favourites. Should we be smashing every team at home? But it's the anxiety around it, getting closer to the league title, what I'm scared about. But okay, with the squad there, anxiety every week. It's been anxiety since but it's just it's about some of these players have been there already. Some of these players have been there, like so Callum and Joe Hart's been there with Seaton stuff. So it's getting them players to bounce off the crop of players that haven't been in that situation, that have to lead in them moments. Having everything calm. The calm before the storm, as you say. So let's see what happens, folks. What has been your favourite game of the season so far? That's what we're going to ask you in the comments. There's 125 of you on Facebook and YouTube, so that comment that's going up there, just please click the link there if you can. It is a proper title running, and we're just hoping now that we don't drop points and it doesn't go. We don't want another helicopter Sunday. That's something that we don't want, Well, it wouldn't be another helicopter Sunday because that previous team's gone anyway. So you know what I mean. 3-0. 3-0. So the 3-0 one will be up there. I'd say today will be up there as well. I think as I said, do you know what, most of these, I'll probably laugh at this, but I think the result against Aberdeen away in Pittodrie, the first time we played them at Pittodrie, would be up there as one of the biggest wins of the season, because we're obviously our away form was shocking prior to that, and getting that win before the international break, and then what set us up for the run we've been on. So that's one of the most crucial wins, you could say. Yeah, Aberdeen last October. There you go. See, people are listening. There's people actually see. Like, what about Raldo against Ross County? That was a massive statement as well. That was a big statement. That was a big one. See, there's been loads of them. There'll be a lovely collection at the end of the season. We get this over the line, And then obviously winning the League Cup was a big one as well. That was a big statement as well, to show that Ange, doesn't shit himself in finals. The team don't bottle ourselves in finals. So we're still, Hampden's still a training ground for Celtic. The bells. And you see, like, look at what I recommend is if you go onto Celtic TV at the end of this and type in the training, like, you'll see the training clip from Lennoxtown on Friday, and you see Raldo doing Ronaldinho, doing a few around the worlds. Watch it. I'm like, okay, Raldo, beast. But okay, I'm a happy man tonight, smiling, absolutely smiling. That's it. Beating the Huns, I still think they're done. I still think they, as much as we played shite against Aberdeen, I just think the whole concept of that win, as I said, going into the international break, was a massive one. As I said, it put the foundations in place for the run we went on, and we haven't dropped many points in recent times. I think the last time we actually dropped points in the league was against St Mirren just before Christmas. So happy fucking days. That's it. But the atmosphere of the Glasgow derby, obviously that night in the 2nd of February was unbelievable. You know, full house. I know we're not going to talk about allocation and stuff yet on this. You know. They're all Sardinio. Wasn't. As I said, I'm gonna jump off this now in the next 10 minutes. So as I said, folks, if you could do me all a favour, just share it with a friend. If you subscribe to the channel, really appreciate it. Ram Jam. Love the picture, by the way. The title's in Celtic's hands from what I've seen today. After the last 3 games, Celtic play like that, it's come back to paradise. It's against St Mirren, we're in great, but second half we were good. Against Dundee, left to late, 1 good character. Against Dundee United, good character, left to late, 10 men down. Against Ross County, 10 men down, left to late. You know, beating Hibs away, Jinx done that. Livy away, Jinx done that. Sorted our way form out against Aberdeen, done that. So there's been a lot of ticks. Glasgow derby, Jinx done. Massive tap in the back to Ange, to John Kennedy, to Gavin Strachan, to Steve Woods, to McManus, to the other guys that I don't even know what half their names are. But yeah, the guys that are in the front that's leading us out there. And then, you know, well, the coaches that are in the. So yeah. The fans need praise, no frustration today. Look at the fans, with the best fans in the world, to be honest with you, topic talker. But at the same time, like as I said, I think it's time now where, at the end of the day, let's not criticise players as much as, yeah, it's my job to come on and say my piece about performances and players, but I don't want to do that for the rest of the season. I just want to get behind every single player that's starting, and I don't want to see this shit as well where the lineup's done and be like, why is he playing that player? Why is he starting him? At the end of the day, he's the manager. He sees what goes on in Lennoxtown. Like, we're quick enough, we're cheap shots saying, oh, this player shouldn't be playing, that player. Like, straight away today, you look at the team, you're like, why is Jovanovic not playing? You know, why is Giacomakis not playing? Why is Jamesy starting? Like, people were asking them questions on social media. I just put it up and I said, you know what? Let's go with it. Let's fucking go with it. He has a plan. Let's hope this plan rides out, you know? That's it. And he done it. And I hope Jovanovic, simple as that. He needs to be the penalty taker when he's playing. If not, Joe Hart, why not? Stick Joe Hart on it for that. Joe Hart actually scored a couple of penalties for England in his day. Why not? Big Joe. Grand old team. Is this league bigger than stopping 10 in a row? Well, you've got to think about it as well. Like, we've won a League Cup on top of that as well with the rebuilds. So yes, it would be. Yeah, part of history doing 10 in a row. Like, no other team's done 10 in a row. But like, it's just no one's expecting us to be in this position. So yes, it would be. It would be, yeah. Because we've got the experience of Europe as well on that, where we got good. We ranked up 9 points in Europa League. Unfortunate to qualify, but yes, it would be, definitely. As I said, look at all the stuff that we've done already this season that we haven't done in previous seasons that we won titles, like going on to beating Hibs away, and you know, beating Livy away, and we won 9 titles in them seasons, you know. So yeah, that's it. Well, majority of the players you could see that are on that par, Andy Dougie, that the belief now. And as I said, it's the home games that we have 5 home games left out of possible 8, and it's just getting every single fan to sing out their hearts to it and get behind them. As I said, tricky trips to come, tricky trip to Ibrox, but look at our team are twice the team as they are in all departments: defence, You know, Carter Vickers is like 3 times the player that Conor Golson is. You know, Jovanovic is 4 times the player than Tavernier is. You know, Kyogo is 5 times the player than Kyogo is. Not Kyogo, Morelos. Sorry, Jesus, it's Kyogo. What the fuck? Fuck that one up. But yeah, definitely. You know, Jota's twice the player that Kent is. So Carter Vickers, or should we look at another? Carter Vickers, I still believe that we should get another centre back in the summer with Carter Vickers. I still believe. Okay, I don't know what's going on with Julian. I don't know what if he has any faith in Julian. Look, there's no point in him changing it if nothing's broken at the centre back positions with Starfelt and Carter Vickers. They've been playing their majority of the season. There's no point of putting Julian in unless one of the boys gets injured or suspended. Simple as that. You know. That's it. I know. I don't even want to think that far ahead, man. I don't even know when I've done a video on it, but let's just get Ross County over and done with in the league first. Let's get that first done, and then focus on like the St. Johnson and stuff like, you know. I think we could go unbeaten. I think we could go 11 games unbeaten, and I'm talking about Scottish Cup as well. 3 games in the Scottish Cup. As I said, I'm not a glory hunter. I'm just ambitious. I can with that performance today and performances over the season. Why not? Why can we not go unbeaten? You know, who's going to stop us? The Rangers. You know, we've came back with 10 men in 2 different games. You know, odds are against us today against a team that's on form that haven't lost in 6 games, and we done it on a plastic pitch. So yeah, didn't win the Champions League, we didn't win the league today, but we've made a prime example that we're going to work our socks off, and it's not over till it's over. Simple as that. Yeah, as I said, I'm not getting ahead of myself, but I think there's a good enough team there to compete on these two competitions, you know. And if we can keep our squad injury free and not pick up suspension and hopefully no COVID cases, what's stopping us? What is actually stopping Celtic? So, yeah. Some crack, 3-1 up, and then bringing Abada on, then Gio, then Atate. It was great to see Callum coming off, and then Atate's just like, oh fuck, I just get put into there. No, I don't. Something to do with time and money and stuff like that. Remember you were saying about the channel about earning? Yeah. That sponsorship in the background, you don't know. It's behind the scenes. They don't make money from officially from YouTube. Haven't applied for that stuff yet. You can though. Ross County will be massive. 100%. 100%. You know, Ross County. Some people don't like being Ross County, as you know. That's it, 100%. I be honest, I can see the likes of Jota staying and Carter Vickers staying. If we win the league, Ange needs to sit down, and Michael Nicholson needs to sit down and say, well, look, you're not going to get idolised and loved at Benfica and Spurs the way that you do at Celtic. You're getting Champions League football out of it. Tottenham not having Champions League football next season. Benfica will be lucky to even scrape Champions League football. They're third in the Portuguese league. So, yeah. And as well, congratulations on winning. He's had the winning freedom so far. As far as I know, freedom. And what I like about the manager of the month is he brings in different staff members into the pictures, which is fantastic. But anyway, folks, before I head, please subscribe. If you're watching this for your first time, please subscribe. There's a link there. It's been a good audience tonight on the 2 platforms. I want to say a massive thank you to everyone that's watching. I know we're all in great mood. Beautiful Sunday, you know. Top of the world, top of the league. It's great. It's great being back there, and even though we've been back there since February, but it's just starting to feel real, you know. But as I said, just don't get complacent. Just take every game as it comes, please. Just take every game as it comes. because if you get complacent and we fuck it up, you're going to upset yourself more. And you don't want to have that disappointment a season or two where you've let yourself down expecting the sun and stars. Just take every game as it comes, folks. That's the roller coaster of football. That's the roller coaster of football. You know, as I said, there's people that have been tuning in since the start of the season. I told everyone what we're up for, bumps and bruises, and it looks like so far, you know, we've overcome them bumps and bruises. But it can hit us any time. As I said, Ross County are tough. You know, every game that we're going to play till the end of the season is going to be tough. Tannadice on Monday week is going to be tough in the cup, but bring it on. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow night, folks. I'll be back tomorrow night. I don't know if I'll be on for the podcast or not, but I will be back tomorrow for a throwback player. There's many people that want Roy Aiken done, so Feed the Bear will be done. It will be done, and I'll get a few more legends done this week sometime. But thank you very much for tuning in, folks, and good night, God bless, and just remember, we're top of the league, and we're staying top of the league.